I was standing in the grocery aisle when my phone vibrated. Not a call, a notification. Facebook. I didn't open it at first. I already knew. My body did that thing it does before the mind catches up. Tight chest, hollow stomach, heat crawling up the neck, instinct screaming before proof arrives. I leaned against the freezer door, cold through denim, grounding. Then I opened it. My mother's smile filled the screen, wide, unburdened, sunlight slicing across her face like forgiveness she never asked for. My stepfather beside her. My siblings clustered around them, ocean behind, blue so loud it felt cruel. Caption, family time is priceless. I read it twice, then again. A week ago she'd sighed into the phone. We're postponing the family trip. Just can't afford it right now. Her voice had been tired, practiced. I'd said I understood. I always did. The cart sat abandoned beside me, milk sweating, my hands steady, too steady. I scrolled. More photos, bare feet in sand, drinks sweating in the sun, smiles sharpened by angles I wasn't meant to see. Tagged, everyone but me. I didn't comment, didn't react. I locked the phone. And in that moment, between frozen peas and artificial light, something in me clicked into place. Not pain, precision. On the drive home, memories reorganized themselves. Not new ones, old ones, finally honest. The excuses, the last-minute changes, the way I was always busy, or they were. I'd been the flexible one, the understanding one, the spare piece that fit anywhere, or nowhere. I replayed the phone call, her pause before answering, the sigh that came half a second too late, the softness meant to disarm. I had believed her. That was the real betrayal, not the trip, the decision. They hadn't forgotten me, they'd chosen not to include me. I thought of holidays where my chair was missing, of group chats that went silent when I spoke, of laughter that felt rehearsed when I entered the room. Patterns sharpened. At home, I sat in the dark, didn't turn on the lights, let the quiet interrogate me. Was it money? No. Was it space? No. It was simpler. I didn't fit the picture they wanted to post. And once I saw that truth, denial became impossible. Because betrayal doesn't always arrive as violence. Sometimes it arrives as a smile you weren't meant to see. I didn't confront them. I observed. I watched how my mother avoided eye contact on video calls, how she overcompensated with concern, how my stepfather spoke around me, not to me. I checked dates, cross-referenced posts, noted who commented, who didn't. I realized this wasn't the first trip, just the first one I caught. I found an old receipt buried in an email thread, airline miles used under a shared account, not mine, never mine. I stayed calm, externally perfect, internally surgical. When my mother texted, "Miss you," I replied, "Me too." Truth is flexible like that. Each night, I laid out the facts, no emotion, just data. And with every piece, the shape of the lie became clearer. I wasn't excluded by accident. I was edited out. They got home a week later. I waited 3 days before visiting. My mother hugged me too tightly, like guilt needed pressure to stay contained. I hugged back, equal force, no warmth. We sat at the table, coffee between us, steam rising like confession. I slid my phone across the wood, no words. She looked down, scrolled. Her face changed in stages, confusion, calculation, fear. "You saw?" she whispered. I nodded. Silence collapsed inward. "We didn't think," she started. I cut her off gently. "Don't." That word ended everything. Her eyes filled, mine didn't. I asked one question, the only one that mattered. How long? Her answer broke something in her, not in me. I didn't raise my voice, didn't accuse. I thanked her. She looked stunned. "For showing me where I stand," I said. Calm, clean. I stood, straightened my jacket. "I won't make it hard for you anymore." She reached for my hand. Missed. I already told everyone I'm moving, I added. New number, new city. Her mouth opened, closed. You won't have to lie again, I said. I won't be there to exclude. That was the moment she understood. Not the loss of me, the loss of control. I left without drama, no slammed doors, no tears. Outside, the air felt different, lighter, like my lungs finally belonged to me. I didn't block them, I erased them. There's a difference. Some people think closure comes from being chosen. They're wrong. It comes from choosing yourself and letting the truth finish the conversation. I never commented on the photos. I didn't need to. They already knew who was missing, and this time, it wasn't me.